The Australian age pension changed in 2026, and if you're currently receiving a pension, approaching eligibility age, or planning your retirement around pension entitlements, what changed could either cost you money you didn't expect to lose, or hand you money you didn't know you were entitled to. Most Australians find out about pension rule changes months after they happen. By then, the damage is already done. Payments reduced without explanation, eligibility missed without awareness, opportunities closed without warning. Today, we are covering every significant age pension rule change that took effect in 2026. What changed, who it affects, and exactly what you need to do about it before it affects you. The first change, and the one with the broadest impact, is the assets test threshold increase. Every September, the age pension assets test thresholds are indexed. In September 2026, those thresholds moved upward, meaning the asset levels at which your pension starts reducing and the levels at which it stops entirely are both higher than they were 12 months ago. For a single homeowner, the full pension threshold rose. For couples, the combined threshold also increased. And for non-homeowners, whose thresholds are set higher to account for the fact that they don't have the value of a home excluded from assessment, those thresholds also moved. Why does this matter right now? Because if your assets were sitting just above the old threshold, meaning you were receiving a reduced pension or no pension at all, the new threshold may have moved the goalposts in your favor. You may now be below the threshold. You may now be entitled to a pension payment you weren't receiving. Or your existing partial pension may now be higher. This does not happen automatically unless your Centrelink record is current. If your income and assets haven't been reviewed in the past 12 months, the system may still be assessing you on figures that no longer reflect either your actual position or the updated thresholds. Action. Log into your MyGov account this week. Check that your income and assets are accurately recorded. If you believe the updated thresholds may change your eligibility, contact Services Australia and ask for your position to be reassessed under the current figures. The second change is the Deeming rate adjustment. Deeming rates are the rates that Centrelink uses to calculate the income your financial assets are assumed to be earning, regardless of what they're actually earning. Your bank balance, your shares, your managed funds, all of these are assessed as if they're earning at the deemed rate, whether your actual returns are higher, lower, or zero. In 2026, the deeming rates were adjusted. The lower deeming rate, which applies to the first portion of your financial assets, and the upper rate, which applies above a threshold, both changed. When deeming rates change, your assessed income changes. And when your assessed income changes, your pension entitlement changes, even if nothing in your actual financial situation moved at all. If deeming rates went down, your assessed income reduces and your pension may increase. If they went up, your assessed income rises and your pension may decrease. This is one of the most confusing aspects of the pension system for most retirees. The idea that your pension payment can change when you haven't done anything and your money hasn't moved. But that's exactly how deeming works. Action. Check the current deeming rates on the Services Australia website. Then look at your Centrelink statement and confirm your assessed income figure. If it looks different from what you expected, request a recalculation under the current rates. The third change in 2026 involves the income test-free areas, the amounts of income you can receive before the pension taper rate starts reducing your payment. The income test-free areas for both single pensioners and couples are indexed periodically, and the 2026 adjustment moved these figures upward. This means you can earn slightly more from employment, investments, or other assessable income before your pension begins to reduce. For retirees who work part-time, even a few hours a week, this change matters. If you were previously receiving a reduced pension because your part-time income pushed you just above the free area, the updated free area may now mean your full or higher pension entitlement is restored. For retirees with investment income, from bank interest, dividends, or distributions, the same logic applies. A slightly higher free area before the taper kicks in means more income you can receive without pension reduction. Action. If you earn any assessable income from any source, work, investments, or otherwise, check the current income test free areas on the Services Australia website and compare them to your situation. If your assessable income is close to the free area threshold, you may now be in a better position than before the 2026 update. The fourth 2026 change is the work bonus update for pensioners who are still working. The work bonus is a provision that allows age pension recipients to earn a certain amount of employment income without it counting toward the income test. It's designed to encourage pensioners who want to keep working, even part-time, to do so without being immediately penalized through pension reduction. In 2026, the work bonus parameters were reviewed and updated. The amount of employment income that can be earned before being assessed under the income test changed, and the accumulated unused work bonus balance that can be carried forward also adjusted. For pensioners considering part-time work, or for those already working and wondering whether it's worth continuing, the updated work bonus figures make a real difference to the calculation of how much you can earn before your pension is affected. Action. If you are working or considering working while receiving the age pension, look up the current work bonus figure on the ATO and Services Australia websites. Run the calculation with your expected employment income to understand the net impact on your pension. In many cases, the work bonus means you keep more of both your earnings and your pension than you might expect. The fifth and final change in 2026 is the pension payment rate increase. And this is the one that most existing pensioners already noticed on their bank statement, but may not have fully understood. The base age pension payment rates for both singles and couples increased in March 2026 and again in September 2026 as part of the biannual indexation cycle. The increases were calculated based on the higher of the Consumer Price Index increase or the male total average weekly earnings benchmark, a formula that's designed to ensure pensions keep pace with both inflation and wage growth. For a single pensioner receiving the full age pension, the combined effect of both 2026 adjustments means a meaningful increase in fortnightly income compared to 2025 rates. For couples, the combined increase is proportionally similar. If you noticed your pension payment increase and didn't understand why, this is the explanation. It's not an error. It's indexation working as designed. And if you didn't notice an increase, and you believe you should have received one, check your Centrelink statement against the current published payment rates on the Services Australia website. 5 changes, each one affecting a different group of age pension recipients in a different way. Threshold changes affect people near the eligibility boundary. Deeming rate changes affect everyone with financial assets. Income test free area changes affect those with any assessable income. Work bonus changes affect working pensioners. Payment rate increases affect all current recipients. The common thread across all 5 is this: the system updates, the rules shift, and the people who benefit most from those shifts are the people who know they happened and take action, not the people who find out 6 months later. If any of the 5 changes covered today affects your situation, whether it's a potential new eligibility, a payment you haven't received, or a reassessment you should request, the action is the same. Log into MyGov, check your Centrelink record, compare your position to the current rules, and contact Services Australia if anything needs updating or reviewing. These are your entitlements. Make sure you're receiving them. Your retirement deserves a compass, not guesswork.